History remembers Rome, its legions, its emperors, its empire. But in the east, a rival rose, the Parthian Empire. For centuries, Parthia was Rome's ultimate nemesis, a power Rome could never conquer. The Parthians were heirs to ancient Persia, ruling lands from Iraq to Afghanistan and controlling the Silk Road. Their wealth rivaled Rome's, funding cities, art, and armies. Yet today they're often forgotten, remembered only for Roman defeats. But who were these people who humbled Rome? The Parthians began as nomadic horsemen, the Parni, sweeping into the crumbling Seleucid Empire. Led by Arsaces I, they seized their chance as the Seleucids weakened. Skilled riders and archers, they conquered through speed and cunning, not sheer numbers. Their rapid rise put them on a collision course with Rome. Unlike other foes, the Parthians refused to fight Rome's way. They struck from the shadows, vanishing into the desert. Rome, built on heavy infantry, had never faced such an enemy. The stage was set for a rivalry that would last nearly 3 centuries. Two superpowers, locked in a struggle that shaped the ancient world. The Parthians, not just a footnote, but Rome's greatest eastern shadow. The Parthians' secret? The horse. Parthian nobles were born riders and archers, their armies a swirling mass of cavalry. Their core, the horse archer, lightly armored, fast, deadly with the composite bow. They lived off the land, striking where least expected. Their tactics frustrated enemies, never a pitched battle, always a war of attrition. They swarmed foes with arrows, harassed supply lines, and vanished before a counterattack. Their signature move, the Parthian shot, firing backward while fleeing at full gallop. For Romans it was chaos, victory turned to disaster in a hail of arrows. But the Parthians had more, the cataphract, an armored cavalryman, both rider and horse encased in metal. While horse archers wore down the enemy, cataphracts waited for the perfect moment to charge. A wall of iron crashed into exhausted foes, breaking their lines. This blend of speed and shock was revolutionary. Rome's legions built for head-on fights were unprepared. The Parthians turned the battlefield into their own domain. Their tactics would echo through history, changing warfare forever. Against Parthia, Rome met its match. The masters of the steppe had rewritten the rules. In 53 BC, Marcus Crassus, Rome's richest man, sought glory by invading Parthia. He led 7 legions, over 40,000 men, into the Mesopotamian desert, expecting an easy win. Parthian general Surena, with just 10,000 horse archers and 1,000 cataphracts, lured Crassus deep into hostile terrain. Near Carrhae, Surena sprung his trap. The Romans formed tight shield walls, expecting the Parthians to run out of arrows. But Surena's camels brought endless ammunition. The arrow storm never ceased. Under the blazing sun, Romans suffered, trapped, thirsty, and demoralized. Every Roman advance met feigned retreats and the deadly Parthian shot. When the Romans faltered, Surena unleashed his cataphracts. Armored cavalry smashed into the weakened legions, turning defeat into massacre. Crassus was killed, his army destroyed. 20,000 Romans died, 10,000 were captured. Rome's myth of invincibility was shattered. The Parthians had annihilated a Roman army. The world saw Rome could bleed. Carrhae stunned Rome, halting its eastern ambitions for centuries. Parthia became Rome's equal, the Euphrates a tense frontier. Rome's military machine had met its match, mobility and firepower over brute force. The struggle continued for generations, draining both empires. Parthia's legacy? They bridged east and west, shaping trade, culture, and warfare. Their heavy cavalry inspired the knights of medieval Europe. They preserved Persian heritage, blending cultures and ideas. But what if Parthia had pushed west after Carrhae? What if the masters of horse and bow had conquered Rome? History could have taken a very different path.